I think some such and such is in here, so will you help me check it out? And I said, yeah, I'll go with you. And it ends up being a Daedra mission. Not sure the best way really to explain the Daedra. They're some type of god or demigod or something like that from the wow, I was really right next to it when this killing happened. Awesome. And I guess they were from Oblivion is where they come from. I don't really know the backstory for it because I never played Oblivion. So yeah, you end up in there, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens, but I will say you hear a voice, and you just do what the voice tells you to do, and you'll start this mission. And it's pretty easy to figure out what you're supposed to do to keep on going with the mission. After you do this thing he tells you to do, you go and find this it's basically this rusty weapon that you look at, and he tells you to bring a person to him. There's a specific person he wants you to bring to this altar. It's an altar for this Daedra god, and he wants you to bring him to him. So that's actually where I'm at in my mission now. Is one of the options I have is to go find this guy. So I think it's time now. I'm pretty sure I've done everything I want to do in here. There must have been a mission in here that I did, or I spent so much time here or something that opened that up. So just kind of stay in this town when you get here and start doing some random missions you come across, and just keep walking by that house, and that stuff should open up at some point. I'm not sure exactly what I did to get it to open, because it was one of the first things I did here, but I did do a few other things first. I just don't feel like redoing all that stuff just to figure that out. So we are now going to go to Honeyside, I think was my save. Yeah. So we're going to load this game. And as you can see, I'm at level 45, toward the end of level 45 actually. If I can get one more thing to up itself, I'll hit level 46. In fact, I might go get myself a two-handed weapon real quick, because my two-handed is maybe a single kill away from leveling up. So if I do that, I might be able to go ahead and level up. Alright, so I'll give you a little tour first. I decided to go ahead and marry Lydia. She is the house Carl for Whiterun. So once you get your house, she's pretty easy to find. But I actually married her before that. She's in the Dragon Keep, the Dragon Reach. Talks to you quite a bit. She's just kind of randomly in there. And basically, what I did to get married, you come to Riften over here, and there's a one of the temples here. You can actually buy an amulet, and once you buy this amulet, if you wear it, people start noticing that you want to get married. You get married, you get a like 10-point achievement for it, and then my favorite part actually about it is you get some extra options here. The main one being you don't see the option now because I just collected the money from her. But, you know, she opens her own little store just for something to do while you're traveling. And then you get a portion of the sales for it. So you get a couple hundred usually every time I come talk to her. The most I think I've gotten is 500 when I was off on a pretty long mission. And she ends up selling a bunch of cool stuff that, you know, I don't really care about because I don't really buy much. I'll buy, you know, some soul gems and stuff occasionally. And I always buy lockpicks every time I see them. I have over 100 now, which is cool. But the other cool thing is that with the stuff you buy from her, this by the way is that that staff you get with that other mission I was showing. But she pretty much buy anything you have too, except for stolen goods. So just about everything you have, and scrolls, doesn't look like she buys scrolls, but you can sell pretty much everything else to her, which works out pretty well. Just to show you some of the stuff I have. I just made this. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. It's the Daedra sword, which I think looks really cool. I'm actually going to wait to enchant it because the Daedra hearts are a little bit hard to find, and if I can get my enchanting to 100, I can open up a thing that allows me to put 2 enchantments on an item. So I'm gonna wait for that. Got the ebony bow, which, yeah, I didn't show any of the ebony stuff. I did that unrecorded as well. So got my ebony bow. This is one of the bows I use quite a bit. I actually use my bound bow more than anything else because I got that soul trap on it. Then I've got the Daedra armor, which I did go ahead and enchant because it's the first thing I got. I made this one from the one I stole, the Daedra heart I stole from the from Javorgan, or whatever that bar is that has the werewolves in it. So I made that and went ahead and put a Magicka Regenerates on it. And then we got the Daedra boots, which are kind of cool. Got the Daedra gauntlets, which I love these things. I think they look awesome. They make you look like you got claws. Daedra helmet, kind of cool looking. And then the Daedra shield, which I also just made. I haven't been able to use this yet because I just created it. I just finished the mission with Azura Star, that with the Tower of Azura or whatever it was, that gave me those 3 Daedra hearts. With those 3, I made the sword. I think I have one more Daedra heart left, I believe. I'm just trying to find some ebony ingots so that I can make the Daedra bow. And then I'll have most everything I want. I will be making the Daedra dagger or 2 later too. As far as marriage goes, I probably would suggest marrying somebody that's not one of your house Carls, just because there's so many extra options here. And then most of the stuff she talks to you,
goodbye, my love.
Like, she calls you my Thane a lot, and that just kind of, I don't know, it bugs me for some reason. I'd rather,
Long life.
like, you know, just like that one just did. Now I got 2 women living here, which is just kind of weird. And I guess you'll have a house Carl every time, but being married to your house Carl is just a little weird. I would change it if you can find somebody else to do it. Actually, gonna take this iron sword. Sweet, there's the ebony warhammer. In fact, I can take all this stuff and sell it. And then that ebony, or the iron sword, I'm just gonna put up for now. And let me sell this stuff. Shit, where'd she go? That bitch always disappears on me. Now I gotta slowly walk down to find her ass. Oh, that's cool. There's a glitch. Alright, so these things are mannequins. It's actually, this is where I put my whole ebony armor suit at. Put it on this man just because I think it looks really cool, and keeping it allows me to put it on a mannequin and show it off a little bit. So I'm eventually, since I don't really need the money,
honor to you,
make some of the cooler looking ones and put them on mannequins in different
trinkets,
towns
odds and
that I have a house in.
that sort of thing.
She has 820, so yes, I can sell most of this crap to her. So I'll go ahead and sell those. Hat is somebody else's. I'm keeping that to try to get back to them. See if that. This hat I actually got. Some dude came up and was like, "Dude, you told me if I got Sam's hat for him that you'd pay me 10,000." Well, I persuaded him down some. Ended up paying him like 750 just to get him to shut up, because I can afford it. As you can see, almost 20,000 in gold now. Warhammer's weighing me down a little bit. I'm gonna sell that bitch soon, but I want to use it for my use it for now for my. Ooh, this is probably why I'm overloaded. I need to get rid of those dragon bones. Ooh. I need 2 more ebony ingots to do the bow, just because I want to upgrade it right after. Okay, so this is why I have a lot of my stuff out for smithing, is why I'm overloaded. What can I get? Then we got my ebony sword that I was using. I had it My ebony dagger. I'm probably eventually going to put one of those cool looking ones up there. Oh, I forgot. Let me show you the dragon armor. This is what the dragon armor looks like. I think it looks a little dumb. Mostly the helmet. The rest of the armor looks okay. But he's fully decked out in dragon armor. I have it's another one that I have not enchanted any of that at all. Mostly because I don't know if I'm probably not going to keep him much longer as my follower. I do have that girl at the Azura's Tower that I'm probably going to take just because she's an extremely powerful magic user. I'm realistically probably going to put her in this armor right here, which is the armor I'm trying to build up now. This is the dragon scale armor. This is the light armor that you can do version of the dragon armor. And I think it actually looks a lot cooler, and it's lightweight, so you can put like a, you know, she's a magic user, so I'll put her in that once I get it fully made, and then I'll take his armor and put it on that mannequin instead. And then I want to keep this, probably going to keep that set and start making these other sets and putting them in the other houses that I buy. The one in Riften was a good one to do. In order to be able to buy a house here, though, you actually have to